is a Rakan that they can default back to. Even a Galio is not too bad. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the impact, you are just disrupting Yami and him being able to perform. But we have to remember it was his Galio that was able to win the game for Nova in their first meetup during the group stages.
What will be the pick here of KBG? Did they go with Jace here for Shama? He is very good on this champion nonetheless, but Renekton first. They want to
Renekton
have
versus
a solid
Garen. Yep.
banning, yeah. And just KG redeeming himself
Okay.
from the last match, and the Jace as well.
Yeah, Rakan will get locked in here by Nova. Not as tanky as the other members, but very mobile for sure. Okay, so pretty much the same draft still for KBG. They will be putting Shauma on Jay's duty and have Anra9 be their star
So
player.
many pokes.
But again, Kha'Zix for that tone. It hasn't really made any difference for KBG. It's not the pick that I think will put them towards the final stage. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I will be proven wrong games, in the next games, maybe even in just game number 3. But we have been very critical of the Kha'Zix pickup for KBG. And we know that he needs it, especially against Long when it comes to smite fights, right? But the smite fights are not even happening because of the execution of Nova eSports.
I think one of the ways that KBG can safely win a fight here is to chunk down the HP of Yami later on. He's not as tanky anymore as a Nautilus or as an Alistar as well. So if he gets low, he's going to hesitate for sure going in, or even if he goes in, there's a lot of ways that KBG can burst him out. And without him to set things up, there's 3 champions that can poke from KBG. There's the Kai'Sa Void Seekers, there's the Shock Blast from the Jace, and there's the Void Spikes coming in from the Kha'Zix as well.
Sure.
And Nova eSports will be slowed down a lot of times. Every hesitation, every second of it will be compromised, will be punished by KBG.
Surely if KBG wins this, Kai'Sa will definitely be the hottest topic for us to talk about in the next segment, because again, like Kai'Sa being 100% win rate in the series so far. Yesterday, also very respectable win rate wise, right? Like I think Kai'Sa only lost just 1, or maybe you haven't lost at all. I know that you have stats there, but we'll check that later. For now though, again, I second your motion. I think that Yami is not that tanky and can easily get bursted down by the members of KBG. They do have decent lockdown, especially with the Renekton. One Ruthless Predator onto a primary target should at least do the job. But okay, well, Neon is at least having problems right now, contrary to what happened between him and the Corki, right? Like, Neon on the Swain, from what we saw just a while back, it was a very dominating laning phase by Neon against Unrun 9 when he was facing the Corki. But against the Kai'Sa, Kai'Sa is proving to be the better lane, which is quite surprising.
There's some added stability, right, to the laning phase here of KBG.
Still
Teamfight wise, Nova eSports might have the edge in the initial fights, since the utilities are still there, the slows are still there, the healing are still there, and the CC chains are going to be very important here for Nova eSports. Not to mention the Demas and Justice to at least get that 1 pick off. KBG, on the other hand, might be giving some objectives first.
That's the game plan for them to fully scale into the late game. But it's quite concerning since they have a Jace that is going to fall off, as well as the Renekton. Sometimes you kind of have to really, not really abuse, but make use of the early game prowess of the Renekton and the Jace. So I won't be surprised if KBG just goes for the Rift Herald here and goes for the tempo play, because so far, the Rift Herald really has made, or has done wonders for teams when it comes to the early game, just because of the tower plates, right? We saw it yesterday from JT, they were so good at it. Oh, level 5?
Oh, has to be very
Wow.
careful.
What combo?
Doesn't have his sword drop, and KG will win that short exchange. Will there be a dive? The Ton is here. This is very dangerous.
He's level 5 though.
Yeah, but isolation damage here comes the
Wow.
Rakan. Perfect knock-up. Sword is dropped, but it's insufficient damage still. Finally, there's a 1-for-1. They're gonna be happy with that.
Okay, it's a 1-for-1 for sure. It's tempo advantage for Nova Esports, but you look at the members of KBG, even Unrun 9 is here to help out the top side. That's a lot of minions that was missed by the Garen though, and this is what we expect from the Renekton. You should be winning the lane, right? Like, this is what's happening right now. You look at how KG played it. He played it beautifully. The tone, going for the execute, barrier being popped by Gitse. The most defensive build that you can go for the Garen. And props to Yami as well. Like, he was there right when he was needed, right? The perfect superhero moment by Yami. At least in the first few minutes of the game.
Just after the flash of KG, he got knocked up. He wanted to cast the Ruthless Predator as well to catch Yutze off guard. And all those times, Long was just farming. So that's again an avenue in which this guy can just safely scale up. Yami will cover, Nian will cover for him for now, and later on he can have the impact that he's supposed to have for the objective fights.
Late game will definitely be a nightmare for the members of Nova. If ever that Long will have a very good early to mid game, but look at Yami, he is just going in.
Yeah, they don't even need Long at this point, but just some assurance that they will be able to get that kill. They focus on him with 3 members invested. Bottom lane though, turret is going to be pressured. Yuyu and Andran can chunk it down. Yutze is just very vulnerable at this point.
Am I blind? Okay, so they're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
We were curious as to why there's no tower plates lines, right? Those vertical lines. I'm like, okay, wait. It's 5 minutes. Why is there no tower plates? Okay, so when it got zoomed in, okay, so it got a lot clearer. But you look at KBG, fast to their feet, was able to secure this Ocean Dragon. And so it's going to be a 1-for-1, and KBG just getting that tempo advantage as well here in the bot lane, getting multiple plates down for themselves. Meanwhile, Nova, of course, again, when it comes to Rift Herald, it's almost always that you'll get the first tower. I mean, you should, surely, right?
It's not the best first dragon to actually get, but it will help them in terms of scaling the next dragon if ever KBG gets it. It's just an infernal one.
Wait.
This tower.
Have I influenced you in being one of the Ocean Dragon haters as well? Because I really think it's not the best dragon in the game right now. It gives you regen.
Initially, I really favor that, but right now, I don't.
Compared to the Ice Dragon, right? It gives you combat stats and all that.
Welcome to the Water Hater Squad.
Yeah, Ocean Dragon, getting that. What was that again? Wind Dragon. What? Oh, okay, so. Cloud Dragon. Okay, so it was so long that I forgot the name of the dragon. Pardon me. But yeah, the Ocean Dragon is definitely getting the treatment of the. Oh, Yami.
Good knock off. The damage is there. The burst is real. Andran with a killer instinct trying to survive, but simply not enough at this point. Perfect dive by Nian and Yami.
Hey, you know what? Yami on the Rakan is even doing better than him being on an Alistar. Like, it is the perfect early game champion for Yami. He is everywhere. The magic that we often see from Yami being that threat from top to bottom, getting tower plates as well for his team. Oh man, we did say that KBG would be able to capitalize on the squishiness, quote-unquote, factor of a Rakan. But with the way Yami is playing this Rakan, oh man, definitely he's not the weak point of this team.
Finally, the tower falls down. Okay, I actually thought that he won't be able to auto-attack that, but now he might need to give his life. It looks like Xiaomi is doing a really good job with the pokes here.
Okay.
Long taking too much. Here comes the reinforcements. Andren is here, just looking for an angle to go into. But Nova Esports still was able to recover, backs away with no casualties.
Yeah, just as long as no one dies, mission accomplished for Nova Esports. No man gets left behind. Oh no, someone did get left behind.
It's Yutze, still able to flash away though. KBG unsuccessful with 2 ganks is a positive here for Nova Esports.
Okay, 3-1 scoreline. Almost 1,000 gold lead for Nova eSports. 1-1 in tower accounts, and Yitza is now starting to feel the pressure from KG's Renekton, as he should. It's very expected. Oh, by the way, Yitza going for the Bramble Vest is also a good item to buy against the Renekton because it negates a lot of sustain. And Ocean Dragon, remember, Ocean Dragon is there for sustain, so Bramble Vest, very good buy. Very valuable buy for the Garen.
Oh yeah. Later on, when it picks up the Thorn Mail, it's going to be affecting a lot of members here of KBG, but right now needs to be respectful.
Oh, yeah,
Good knock up onto 2. No follow-up though, no damage. And here comes the others from KBG. And they will just back away for now. Good healing on the Honey Flute. Yitze should try to recover for now. Long is just waiting patiently.
Yeah. This is where he can maximize the Ocean Dragon, right? Rotate. Because of the HP regen that you will be getting from that dragon, that you can threaten down this towers every single time that you rotate. I mean, you look at KG, he's still very healthy, right? So KBG, at least with that one dragon, are able to maximize it for now. If you're Nova eSports, you're just waiting for that juicier dragon that will spawn up in 10 seconds, right? The Infernal Dragon is about to spawn up. Is it 10 seconds? Or maybe... Wait.
Yeah.
It should be around 10 seconds, right? Because that bar on the upper right-hand side, it's not moving.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to move, right?
Right.
Or maybe it does, just... It kind
okay,
of
so
okay.
I think it's because of the new UI, but the Infernal Dragon has now spawned up, and this is definitely the juicier target for Nova.
I personally love numbers more than the graphics. Nova eSports though is trying to take this down. Again, the pokes are real from 3 champions here of KBG. It's starting to leave a dent. The cast is gonna be there. Remake took so much damage. Demonic Ascension zoned the members of KBG out. Yu backing away, but the others are turning on the other side. Neon just trying to hold the door. Remake again pressured so much. The damage are starting to be a problem. Andran free hitting. One more auto attack and he backs away. Gets a kill. Remake gonna be the next target. KBG taking full control. The pokes to the engage and Nova eSports gets aced.
This is the power of KBG, just slowing things down. They were running away, front to back, be patient. We're chunking down Neon, and with the perfect opportunity comes Run 9 on that Kai'Sa. Again, this Kai'Sa is starting to become a problem for all teams that we have in the game because of the amount of pokes that you can do. This engage though by Yami, I think is the reason why Nova eSports was not able to simplify what they wanted to do, because oftentimes if you are Nova eSports, all you have to do is to really pin down the tone. That has been the task for Yami. Normally you would be able to successfully and easily do that with the Nautilus because one depth charge is enough, but because you're a Rakan, you still have to land your skill shots, which is the Grand Entrance, or maybe even use your quickness and attach yourself onto the primary target. So now Nova is on the receiving end of the Kai'Sa problem that has haunted KBG for 2 games now.
Perfect usage of this poke composition as well. They were very patient. They know that Nova eSports won't commit to the dragon because they seem to be trying to chase him down, and they let them chase them. They were playing tag. They have the slows anyway to not be gap closed here by Nova eSports, and they found the opening, they found the cracks, and they take it without hesitation. Nova eSports just got out-kited, outplayed in that dragon fight, and they lost everything. Massive goal lead right now by KBG, and the stacks are real as well.
It was a very good team fight for KBG for sure, right? Like their execution was pristine. But again, if you're Yami, you need to be more decisive with your lockdowns. That is the role of the Rakan. As good as he was in the first 3 kills and where he was 100% kill participation in that team fight, it was so obvious that he was missing his mark, right? Like he doesn't know what to do. The team fight being divided. The team fight being divided into 2. Yami was trying to target one and then immediately went back to support Neon, and that's a that's the hesitation that KBG just pounced on and was able to capitalize. And immediately now we are staring at a game in where KBG is in full control, especially knowing that the Kaisa was able to get a triple kill. Oh man, this is an accelerated Kaisa.
Oh yeah. You cannot be indecisive at this point. That is one problem that Yami has right now. I mean, he's trying to be everywhere at the same time, but that's just impossible. Right now, they turn onto Yuyu. Good cast to isolate some, but they should be dead. There's nothing that KBG can do. It's gonna let him be. Numbers advantage for Nova eSports. Is this enough to turn on the Baron?
I mean, they can... no, they can't.
Are real.
Because this is the new Zoe, right? Like... you cannot start a Baron in front of a champion that can poke you and poke you and poke you. Similar to the dilemma of facing against a team with a Zoe. You cannot just do that, especially inside the Baron pit, in where Baron would take away your armor and magic resistance, unlimited stacks as well. So yeah, the wise play is for them to just go back.
It's respected. If they get the kill onto the Ton, I don't think it's even gonna be enough if they get a kill onto the Ton. Because the pokes are still there. You have to win a fight in order to get a Baron. That's how difficult it is right now for Nova eSports in their situation.
Yeah. Oh, especially with the MVP of the CN conference piloting the Kaisa, you need to respect him. Right, Anran 9 again.
Always connecting.
Yeah.
If it's a target spell.
Oh man, this is the Void Seeker simulation game.
We're playing dodgeball at this point.
Oh no.
Dodge, guys, dodge.
Boom.
Oh man, that's 4 consecutive times.
Yeah.
Let's count.
Oh, that's on. Very cheeky, very
5
sneaky. Perfect opportunity, but there is a package available for remake. But the tone needs to be extra careful. KG!
Whoa, perfect flank, and they turn. They have the pokes already. They have the damage. KBG trying to muster the strength, and Nova eSports just gets obliterated. They have been poked down a lot of times here by Anran, and everyone is running for the high heels. Long nearly got taken out, and KBG again gets a free dragon. They turn.
Man.
Killer Instinct. Anran is just chasing them out at this point. A flash into the Ekatian Rain, and it gets a double as well. You will just tank the tower, and everything is fine for KBG.
3 dragons. Let's go to the game number 4 because we know the outcome of this game. 3 dragons, 1 Baron, 1 very fed Anran 9 is enough to at least close down the lead to just 1 game. 2-1 should be our scoreline after this game. We're waiting for the formalities. But similar as to how, the game went from game 1 and game 2, turns out the Kaisa priority will definitely be very beneficial for your team. This is the perfect play by KG, targeting down Long and being that initiator and engager as a Renekton is definitely very good. Oftentimes, a Renekton is not a perfect champion to engage a fight with or to initiate a fight with. But when presented that opportunity, right, like just waiting in the dark areas like the alligators, in the Amazon River or whatever, crocodile or whatever you want to call it, perfect habitat, right? Like it's the normal thing that you often see from all the crocs out there, just waiting for that perfect moment, pouncing in, getting that kill or getting that initiation is what was needed by KBG to get that 3rd dragon and now get the Baron. Push is happening right now, Kian. I think we're just waiting for formalities.
Waiting for the closure, waiting for the end of this game number 3 as KBG is bashing through the base. Nova eSports, they only have 1 choice, and that's to engage. They can. Oh my gosh!
What shot blast! Oh man, they hurt. KBG, it's the KBG's turn now to just land those long-range pokes and make Nova second guess themselves. This is just a display of what was done to them in the previous game.
Oh man, they're closing it out, denying that 3-0 advantage from Nova eSports. And they will get their first point as well. Perfect way to deliver and redeem themselves. A near perfect game by KBG.
And again, a dominating win for a Kaisa. Did you track the stats from yesterday?